Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Glockman4519. This is a request video. This is actually, I am going to show how to install MultiROM on the Nexus 9. Now you're going to have to excuse the camera, the shake, all that. I am recording from my 1+1. I am unfortunately not around my normal recording stuff. It is a holiday. So I wanted to try to get this out there real quick. It's very easy to do. Basically, I will give you the links. It is an XDA thread. If you go to XDA, it will be under, it's called MultiROM WIP discussion flounder ARM64, which WIP stands for work in progress. The developer is Hashbang, Hashbang 173. Okay, that's basically it. He was the one that ported MultiROM over to this device. So just so you know, make sure that when you download this, thank him, guys. All right. If it wouldn't be for him, we wouldn't have this on this device right now. Okay. So basically, just go to the last page. That's how I do it. It's just quick and easy. You'll see there's some links there. Just click on the link where I posted about was there any updates to this, and then he posted back saying, here you go. So if you just click on that link that he posted right here, it will take you to, of course, that thread. Help get MultiROM here first. War is declared. And you'll have the links right here. Okay, so I'm going to post all these links. You click on that, it's going to take you to this page where you are going to download these 3 items. Okay, you have your MultiROM unofficial flounder zip. That's version 3.3, which is the latest. You're going to have your MultiROM uninstaller zip. And then, of course, you're going to have your recovery image. Now, that is twerp, and it is 3000. Okay? I already have them downloaded, so I'm not going to even download them. I'm going to try to save some time. So what you want to do is, after you download them, of course, verify that you have them downloaded. Which I'm going to go to my downloads. I have them under MultiROM folder. Hard to do with one hand here like this, and there are my 3 files. Okay, there they are. Now, and remember, this one's going to be flashed differently than these two because it's an image file. Okay, and we'll be able to do that because I'm running standard twerp 3020. Okay, now I did download Dirty Unicorn. That is what I'm going to flash as my secondary. I was running it primary, but yeah, just for the sake of the video, I took it off. I am running Team ASIC unofficial CM13 right now. That is what I'm running here. If you notice, if I go to my drop down, scroll all the way down to about phone or about tablet, I am running where is it at? Yeah, right here. Cyanogen version, unofficial, Team ASIC flounder. Okay? So, again, guys, you're going to have to excuse for the shake and all that. It's just, I'm not used to doing it this way. It's going to be a little weird. I'm using my 1+1. So now we are going to reboot into recovery. And we're going to try to get this bad boy flashed. This is like my 3rd video now. It's just so hard to do with a... it's just hard to do it this way. I'm used to doing a screen record. I'm not used to doing it like this. Don't mind the glare, guys. I have to have a flash on this or it just doesn't focus correctly. And out of all my devices, it just seems the 1+1 actually records the best, does the best video quality. Um, my Apple, what do they call it, the iPhone 6S or whatever, I mean, it records nice too, but I'm going to stick with Android. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is official team win 3020, and this is the official for the flounder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it, and this is how I do it, guys. You don't have to do it exactly like me, but this is how I do it. I'm going to go to install. I guess I'm already in downloads. I'm going to go to MultiROM folder because that's where I put all three items at. As you can see, there's only two there now. That's because one's an image. I have to actually click on install image to show my image file. Okay, but we're going to go back to install zip because I want to install MultiROM first. Okay, so we're going to install MultiROM. We are going to swipe to confirm. That's it. Now I'm going to go back. Now I am going to go to reboot, recovery. Now that's going to reboot back into recovery. MultiROM's going to be installed, but I can't use it yet because I don't have a recovery that uses MultiROM. This is just the way I do it, guys. You can actually install MultiROM, then install the recovery. If you want to install the recovery first and then install MultiROM, as long as you get them both installed, then you're good to go. This is just how I do it. Alright, now I'm going to go back into install. Now I'm going to have to switch to an image. And I'm going to go to recovery image because this is the one. Wait, I want to make sure I'm back here. Let's go back. Install. I am in MultiROM. Okay. Yep. I want to go to install image. This is the recovery image. Make sure that you click on recovery partition because that's where you're going to install this to. And then swipe to confirm. That's it. Now I'm going to go back, reboot, recovery. Now it should boot into MultiROM and MultiROM recovery. We should be good to go. And that's all there is to it, guys. That is how you install MultiROM on your system. Now I'm going to show you, try to quickly, how to install a ROM. It's no different than installing any other ROM. The trick to it, though, is when you first boot up. That's going to be the trick. Now this is MultiROM twerp V3000. And there it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go to MultiROM because we've already got our initial ROM on. We want to go put a secondary on. So you can go to MultiROM, and of course you have all your options. You can swap ROMs if you want. You can copy your primary to secondary. You know, that's what we ought to do. I ought to just show you guys how to do that. Everybody knows how to flash a secondary ROM. Well, we're going to go back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say add ROM. Make sure Android is ticked, internal, unless you, of course, are going to install it on external. You want to hit next. It is a zip file. We're going to go up a level. I think I have it under just downloads here. Let's see. What do I want to choose? I want to throw Dirty Unicorn on. So let's go ahead because I have, I can throw Bliss. I have actually two Bliss. Let's throw DU on, Dirty Unicorn. This is the latest weekly. This is actually what I was running. Swipe to confirm. Okay, let's do that again. Swipe to confirm. And I might actually put this on pause because it takes a while to flash, and I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Okay, so I'm going to pause this until it's done. It is still running. It's only been about 20 seconds or so since I left you go last. One thing you guys want to remember about this: the GUI buttons do not the GUI the GUI buttons, the GUI interface on boot. When it first boots up, if any of you guys know anything about MultiROM or dual boot, Whenever it boots up for the first time, you are greeted with your boot screen. Now on that boot screen is where you're going to decide what ROM you want to boot into. Your primary, secondary, several secondaries maybe. Um, Normally what you would do is just touch the one you want, and well, actually you double touch it and it boots into that ROM. Well, like I said, the GUI interface is not working properly. That is the only thing that doesn't work with this. So you have to actually use your volume keys for select, to select what you want to boot to, and then your power button as your enable, or choose, or enter, so to speak. So that is the only thing you're going to do different with this, as opposed to just throwing it on your Nexus 6 or your OnePlus One or whatever other phone you're rocking, your Nexus 6P or whatever. Um, that's the only thing I know that's different. The other thing that's different about this is it doesn't use Kexic Hard Boot patch. This actually uses the Kexic Hard Boot workaround, which basically just bypasses the whole Kexic hard patch. Now, what you do have to do is make sure that the ROM that you are flashing is not encrypted. The kernel that is in that ROM, or the kernel that you flash, cannot be force encrypting. If it is, it's not going to work. It just won't work at all. That's about all I can think of. This is almost done. I can see the bars are starting to kick up, so it should be finishing its process real soon. For some reason, the latest versions of Marshmallow, it takes forever for it to flash. So, don't know why. It's the same way on my OnePlus, same way on my Nexus 6. It's just the way it is. I'm going to throw a set of G apps on there quickly after that. Oh, also something I like to do on the Nexus 9. It's just a just-in-case type deal, is I like to run the no force encryption flash. It's a quick flash. It doesn't hurt anything. I just run it just to make sure that nothing's encrypted, although I don't think Dirty Unicorn forces encryption. I think we'll be fine to just skip it. Sorry guys, I know it's taken a while, but there it goes. Okay, it's almost done. Oh, there's my dog barking. I should have left him home. Yeah, he does not travel well. Alright, we're about done. It's going to throw um, the MultiROM on last. It's just finished Super Sue. It's finishing Super Sue right now. And should be just about done. Now, one thing I do like to do when I'm running this is, okay, now there you go. Now all you want to do now is hit the back button. Now that gives you your list of ROMs. Now I have, whoops, we want to hit back again. Now that gives us our list of ROMs. We have Dirty Unicorn as a secondary. So I'm going to touch that. We are now in Dirty Unicorn. I'm going to wipe cache. Don't worry about that failed to unmount system. It does it on, it's still going to work, guys. I'm going to hit back. I'm going to wipe Delvic. Okay, done. We're going to go back. Now we are going to flash a zip. I want to go ahead and go to my downloads, and we're going to pick G apps. I'm going to go with my Dirty Unicorn theme ready, and we are going to swipe to install. Again, where you see that failed to unmount system device resources busy, don't worry about that. It just does that for some reason. I don't know why. It might be because I used my USB OTG. It just might be something that is a fluke about it. I don't know. It still works. Everything works fine. Almost done. Almost done. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's it. Alright, I'm going to go back. I did want to... No, I'm not. I think it's fine. I don't think Dirty Unicorn forces encrypt anyways, and I'm not encrypted. Okay, so we're good to go. We should be able to just reboot system now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go reboot system. And when it boots up onto the screen for the first time, we are going to have to do things a little different than we would normally do when you have MultiROM. Okay, we are going to cancel. Now, I can't use my finger to navigate this. It's not going to work. I'm going to use my volume key to navigate. So I'm pressing the volume key. We're going to boot into the secondary. Now I'm hitting the power button. I may actually have to do this twice for some reason. Some ROMs, it boots back into the initial boot screen, and you got to do it again. I don't know why it does, but sometimes they do that. And it might do it this time. We'll see. If it does, just go ahead and repeat the steps. Just hit the volume key until you get down to your secondary. Hit the power button. And there it is, booting up. Okay guys, I'm going to pause this until this boots. I just don't want this to be a really long video for no reason. As you can see, it is still booting. It's been a little bit yet. You have to give it time to boot. First initial boot could take, well, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. It's probably been about 2 minutes. Anything else that I can think of? When this boots up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just get through and not even set it up. I'm going to set up the reboot function, although I think, no, you have to actually turn it on. I'm going to skip Wi-Fi setup, all that, my Google account setup. I'm just going to go right into the ROM, and then I'm going to show you guys how to boot back into your primary. You can't use the MultiROM app from the Play Store. It just doesn't work because this device is not supported. It will not function at all. I mean, it'll install, but when you try to use it, whenever you start the app, it always searches for the latest updates. Once it finds out that it is on a device that it doesn't support, it automatically just shuts itself off. The app will be open, but it'll be completely unusable. So just letting you guys know now, the way that you get to any other ROM that you boot is going to be through your standard reboot menu. Okay? I'm going to pause it again until it starts. Alright, I'm back again. It is still booting. Like I said, I didn't want to just shut it off the whole time it was down. I'm just trying to save you guys from sitting there watching this thing try to boot. Like I said, the initial boot, at least I found on Dirty Unicorn, the initial boot takes a while for it to boot up. It has nothing to do with MultiROM. It's just the way it is on its first boot, at least is what I found. Pretty much on every device I run it on. Next, there it goes. Nexus 6 as well. It takes a while for that first boot. Now, what you're reading there that is because the vendor image is not right for this ROM. That's because I had that set for the ROM that it was running. Now that is one thing you're going to have to deal with, because I can't flash a different vendor image for a secondary ROM. It's just not going to work. So if you guys go to the thread, you'll find that they actually have a fix for that you just flash it on any ROM and it'll take care of that. Alright, I'm going to pause it so I can get through the setup real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, got through that real quick. I went ahead and set Wi-Fi up and everything just in case I needed it. But, I mean, there you have it. Dirty Unicorn is working. You have all your apps. And this is freshly flashed, so this is what comes with Dirty Unicorn for the Nexus 6, and this is only what comes with, or not Nexus 6, Nexus 9. Sorry, guys. Okay, quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get into settings. Okay, that's right. Don't have to, and it's not there. We have to go to Dirty Tweaks. It would be under System. And Power Menu. And I want to go to Advanced Reboot. And I want to show Always. I want to go ahead and turn all this on. Now I should have my advanced reboot. I'm not going to set it up any further. Now all I have to do now is reboot. Recovery. Click OK. Wait a minute, no, I want just standard reboot, not recovery, because that's how you go to the next ROM. Just reboot your device. It's going to reboot back into the regular screen, and when it does, you can either just let it time itself out to go to your primary ROM, or you can manually go to your primary ROM. And I'm going to manually do it. So I'm going to volume to internal I meant, hit the power key to select. It is now going to boot into my primary. I will stay here and let it boot right into the primary because I am running Team ASIC. It's TEMASCK. Listen to me. Sorry about that, developer. And of course this is my primary. And it is booting into my primary. Guys, that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. It's pretty much that simple. The only difference between this and what's on the OnePlus and the Nexus 6P and the Nexus 6 is just the way you pick your ROM that you want to boot into. That's pretty much it. And it uses the Kexic hard boot workaround. Okay, it doesn't use the Kexic hard boot patch kernel. Okay, so you can use any kernel as long as it's not enforcing. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will see you on the next one.